Sharper Point Commentary.
On this St. Patrick's Day, I'd like to point out that while I'm not Irish, I married an Irish girl. Actually, like most Americans, she's a mutt. Okay, wait, I did not call my wife a dog. I suggested that she has many nationalities and ethnicities in her background. And Irish just happens to be the one that she embraces, especially being from the Boston area and being a Celtics fan. Our 9-year-old put out a leprechaun trap last night. I noticed before I left the house this morning at 3 a.m. that while that little guy did get caught in the trap that my daughter made out of a Taco Bell cravings box, I want to talk about American diversity there, the leprechaun managed to escape and wasn't very frightened because he took the time to actually write a note reading, "Better luck next year, suckers." Wow, how immature of him. Taking, talking like that to a 9-year-old? Sadly, that's not the only immature behavior we will see this St. Patrick's Day. Oh, no, far from it. Some idiots are already out there drinking green beer this morning, and they think it's a perfectly good idea to move on to other places to drink more and that it's okay to drive themselves between those different drinking spots. By the way, as a former drinker who wasn't very discriminating in what I drank, green beer is still an abomination. The only time beer should appear green is when one drinks too much of it and it comes back up. There's a guy I graduated high school who spent the majority of his life believing in a religion that did not allow for the consumption of alcohol. And he came to visit me here on a St. Patty's Day a few years ago after leaving his church and taking up drinking. And boy, was he an amateur. My wife and I took him to a neighborhood pub that had an Irish theme, and then I had to leave my wife at the pub to take him home and pour him into the bed in our guest room by 1:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, let a friend drive you home or to your next pub, especially if you're an amateur. Even if worry over running over a leprechaun or an actual human being isn't top of mind for you. That's because there could be some very severe consequences for you. Legal blood alcohol limits are not set in stone. If you're arrested, you can be charged with DUI even if you're not at the traditional .08 blood alcohol level. It's something called impaired to the slightest, and usually it occurs in people who aren't seasoned drinkers, the kind of folks who can handle it, like moi. I could handle it. Well, actually, I couldn't. So take it from this former serial drunk driver. Don't drink green beer, but if you want to hoist a classic Guinness Stout or two, I'm not going to say anything's wrong with that. And it won't lead to your life falling apart like mine. Go out and have a good time. Just don't act like an idiot leprechaun and think that you're immune to, the traps that will be set up out there by the cops.
Thanks for watching Sharper Point. Click to see more from Arizona's Morning News and tap the button in the middle to subscribe.